I've seen girls come here, no intent on cheating, and then it's tequila, they're on stage, somebody gives them some Molly, and then they just end up doing shit. But here's the thing, ladies, you're still accountable. If you get drunk and run somebody over, it's still DUI homicide. Right. I'm reading The Evolution of Desire again, one of the greatest books ever written. The book on dating, this is the greatest book ever written. It's by Dr. David Buss. They're on its 6th edition. This is the academic version of it. It's called Evolutionary Psychology, the textbook. And one of the things he talks about is on dating apps, what percentage of men are married? On Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge, what percentage of men are married? Go ahead,
30.
D.
So like 34%.
34%. To get up to the microphone, Christiana.
25.
25%. What do you think? The percentage of men that are currently married on dating apps.
Probably like 25%.
25%. What do you think?
I was thinking 30.
30.
It should be 0.
Zero. There you go. Should be 0. Well, that's right. It's 0. What do you think,
I'm going
Carly?
with like 30.
30.
I'm going to pick the high note. I'm going to say 70%.
70% are married. What do you think, Bree?
I was going to say 47.
40.
15.
15. The answer is 30. Wow, you guys got it pretty close.
You know what?
What a ridiculous, what a fucking insane statistic. Like that we totally take for granted. The fact that 30% of men on dating apps are married. Like that is madness to me when you think about that.
Yeah. What's the reason why?
Well,
And are they open or not?
because honestly, because here's the thing. Marriage was a covenant, and now marriage is sort of like a good try, like the old college try. It's like I want to have kids in a
it's
house.
An LLC.
Yeah, it's like marriage is now like a tax benefit and sort of like a handshake deal. That's what it's become. Marriage is sort of like long-term dating now. That's what it's essentially become,
More or
right?
less.
It's definitely more of like a business deal than like an actually romance. No.
Yeah.
I feel like everything that the government gets involved in turns to absolute shit.
That's fair.
Like the government touches it and it just like turns absolute shit. But if they just touch the IRS a little bit more and it completely abolishes, like I think we'll all be happy as a country.
I think you're right.
You do realize that we are the government, right?
Fuck the government.
We the people.
You're the people. Kensley, what have been your experiences?
Well, that's funny you guys are bringing up married men on dating apps. Yeah, okay, let me see. Well, I was just talking to someone recently, and he's like, oh, yeah, we're in the middle of a divorce. This guy, we like started talking a year ago, and then I didn't see him for a long time because of stupid reasons.
They don't sound stupid to me. I'll bet you they're not that stupid.
Oh, this girl, like, said some shit that wasn't true about me. I'm like, I don't even know this bitch. But anyways, that's like my common story.
He
like,
believed her?
Right.
That sounds exhausting.
He's stupid. Honestly, I think it was just him anyways. Just him anyways. But so then I see him again online a year later, and he messages me, and sure enough, he's like still living in the guest house, like still going through the divorce.
It's like a 10-year divorce.
Oh yeah. All my money's like tied up. He's like, we don't sleep together. She left me for another girl, and I'm like,
She left it.
okay. This guy is like so full of shit. Yeah, a lot of guys are full of shit.
Were there any other experiences that you had like that? Is that generally what you're saying? Hey, Kensley, just so we're clear, like he was never in the middle of a divorce. Like everything he's saying was to you was most likely a lie.
Yes,
and that's the thing. One of the things, again, I'm going to keep recommending this until every one of you ladies reads this. You should read The Evolution of Desire. It goes over the concept where men and women have long-term and short-term dating goals. For women, they actually are quite similar. When you want a guy that you want to marry and you want a guy that you want to just like have a short-term fling with, the short-term fling, he's actually better. Like you want him a little taller, maybe a little bit more good-looking, but you don't need him to be dumb. You don't mind if he's dumb, but you don't need him to be dumb. When it comes to men, though, when they're picking a marriage partner, a long-term partner, they tend to pick someone who's physically attractive, but they want high agreeableness, high intellect is good, high levels of empathy is also important. When they're looking for short-term sexual partners, men, it gets embarrassingly low. They do not care about IQ at all. They don't care about any of these things. Like the levels drop to absolutely zero. And that's one of the main differences. The other thing that kind of shows the dichotomy between men and women is when men cheat, about 80% of the time they're looking for a short-term, when men cheat, about 70% of the time they're looking for a short-term sexual fling, and about 30% of the time they end up falling in love with their affair partner. For women, it's the opposite. 80% of the time women fall fall in love with their affair partner, and 20% of the time they're just looking for dick. That's essentially what happens. So it's quite the opposite, and you see the difference.
I see.
Carly, what's your experience here?
Facts,
So,
facts.
looking for dick.
In the past, when I have cheated, like, you know, I had a connection with every single one of them. Like, they were cool, they were dope. There was something that I liked that I didn't already have. So yeah.
I have a question. Why did you cheat?
All right.
What?
There was something I was lacking on.
Yeah, they say that women, I've never cheated, but they say that women cheat because they're dissatisfied in an aspect of their relationship. And
But
they
why
s-
not leave?
I was
you still
comfortable.
want him, too.
There was more than just like the sexual, you know?
But do you think that was fair to your partner?
Absolutely not.
Oh, accountability. I take it.
There it is.
But yeah.
Stop the cap.
It's a lot cheaper to stay, I guess. I mean, that's probably what it is.
No, not at all. I've always been very independent. So yeah.
All right, Carly. So go ahead. How many times have you cheated on a guy before?
Oh my God.
Red flag.
Oh, man. That's good. We need to go around the table for that one.
Yeah, that's very.
When you did, okay, I don't know how many times you did, but when you did,
Yeah. What about that?
no, how many times?
How many different people?
Separate incidents, different partners.
I would say roughly around 6.
6 with what?
Six.
With hold on, Carly. 6 with the same guy?
With a bunch of different guys.
No. I mean,
But like all the same guys.
this
same guy.
same guy was
Right,
getting
right.
cheated on.
Yeah.
And is he watching this now?
6 times.
I hope not.
No, not okay.
Are you still with him now?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay, can you tell me what are the attributes of the guy you were with that were
Oh my God.
like what that you didn't like?
Fucking A.
Because a lot of guys are hearing this like, I don't want to get cheated on.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I think that.
Can you get closer to the mic?
Yeah, talking to the
Just
mic.
grab the mic.
Pull it closer to you.
Yell this infidelity.
Pretend like grab it. Pretend like you're cheating on someone. Grab it.
Talking to the penis.
I think that in a
gosh.
relationship, you need to always consistently have the same dating inspiration that you always have. And I think in a long-term relationship, you lose a lot of different things along the way. And it becomes more of a business relationship than a romantic, physical, loving relationship. And I think you can get lost along the way in that with different relationships that you develop. And so in the last relationship that I was in, I felt more of a business friendship relationship, and that's where I sought out other things for more sexual, romantic, things like that.
Like the spark was gone,
The
basically.
spark was gone, yes, and it was still a
Yeah.
great relationship, and I think we still brought a lot to each other.
What was the business?
Me,
We didn't have a business together, but we were very both business mindseted, so we inspired each other
Okay.
to be successful.
Okay,
And then hold on, the guys you cheat with, what are the attributes those guys
Fun.
have?
what's the
They were just
commonality?
fun?
What's the
Fun.
commonality?
Were they
between
all
of
a
them?
certain height, a certain eye
course.
color? What
Tall,
go? All tall. Okay, keep
tall
going.
and handsome, yeah.
And handsome?
Tall and
Were any of them
handsome.
dumb? Were everyone just like dumb?
Probably.
Yeah. Did
Oh,
any?
for sure. The guy that I'm really interested right now is dumb as shit, but he's hot as shit.
So is it Thunder from Down Under or Chippendales?
Don't
Which
worry
one?
about it.
Oh, don't worry about it. Okay.
Dr. Buss, the prosecution rests
Yeah.
its case.
Yeah, for sure. Do you want to get married someday?
When I find genuine love, which I don't necessarily believe in anymore. Yes.
Do you find any accountability in yourself for not being able to find
Absolutely.
genuine
I
love?
feel like I am very selfish with myself and my time and my energy and my love, and I don't necessarily want to share that with anybody when I have that all for myself right now.
Got it.
I got a question for you. The guy that you cheated on, was he overweight? Was he supportive? Was he nice? Was he like comfortable? Was
All of the
he
above.
familiar?
He was overweight?
All of the above.
All of the above?
Yeah.
So he wasn't as hot as the other guys that you
I mean,
cheated on.
I was attracted to him,
Really?
but I mean, I was attracted to other
Did he,
people
did
too.
he make more money than any of the guys
Don't
that
worry
you
about
with?
that.
What's your zodiac?
I see. There it is. See there. Well, now the reason I'm asking because that is like flies directly in the face of the mate switching hypothesis,
No,
and it flies directly
well-
in the face, or I should say, it confirms dual mating strategy.
No, time out. Real quick.
Zing.
No, it doesn't. I'm explaining. I'm going to explain to you why, ladies. Barbie, how many times have you cheated on your partner?
Actually, 0.
Yeah. Okay. How many times have you cheated on your partner, Tiffany?
I've never cheated on my partner.
Remember,
What
Zero.
partner?
hold on.
I
17% of the time, they're not falling in love with their partner.
I broke up with my boyfriend before I cheated on him.
Okay.
So you weren't technically cheating.
Well,
no,
that-
it wasn't. It was never technically cheating because the moment that I had a thought of it, I broke up with them because I couldn't do that to my partner.
That's what
Was
I
the
did.
thought of cheating the thought of being with another dude or the thought of
No.
leaving your man?
So what happened was it started to become a sexless relationship.
Okay.
And that's pretty much the statistic of divorce because it's sexless marriages. So they're going to go seek it elsewhere and therefore they file a divorce. So that may be the case sometimes with men getting erectile dysfunction and the wife is very unsatisfied. Therefore, the wife probably files for a divorce.
The prosecution rests its
Bree,
case.
you?
Am I right?
Captain Sartain.
So, I don't know. It's like a loaded question for me. It's kind of the same as hers. The relationship.
Can you get closer to the mic?
Can we,
please?
can
Talking
we,
to the penis.
So
the
you-
relationship was over.
You just broke up.
Yes.
Okay.
So I just got out of a long-term relationship, or so I wanted it to be. Yeah, I cheated, but we were on a break, and I had just gotten cheated on.
This is an
So
episode of Friends.
I did it as a form of like self-sabotaging almost,
Mm-hmm.
and like revenge. But revenge only hurts the person that's doing the revenge.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So it hurt me probably honestly more than it hurt him.
Rach, have you ever cheated on someone?
Yeah, I was like 19 years old and I was drunk and it was with my best friend at the time.
was cute and one thing led to
nope,
another?
Nope, it was just like a really drunk moment. It was like off Everclear.
Has it ever
So,
happened again?
yeah, I mean that pretty much
By
explains
the way,
it.
we really don't talk
was
about
19.
we really don't talk about this enough because these are two different
Yeah.
things. Yes, we don't talk about this enough. So
Oh.
specifically it is
What would
tequila.
you like to know?
It is specifically tequila, cocaine, Molly, mushrooms, marijuana, like specifically
Hey,
those
weed
things.
doesn't make you do that.
We will no, but weed. Hold on, time out. Weed sometimes takes anxiety to zero, so it does. Weed takes anxiety to zero. Look, listen. There are dudes out. I got 100 dudes out there that'll tell you girl smoked some and she was way more down, like 100%. If she has anxiety about hooking up with a dude, she smokes a blunt for sure.
It's like smoking a
Might give me more
cigarette.
anxiety. I'd be like,
No,
oh
it
fuck.
doesn't.
No, look around. Hey, Tiff, look around the table. What you're saying is not accurate, honey.
alters
No,
your state
people
of
for
mind.
other it alters your state. Marijuana, really? You think it's like smoking a cigarette?
I mean, I smoke it a lot because my finger is stuck in a gang sign, but like,
Oh, wait, but that's why. But you're used to it. You have a tolerance.
yeah,
though.
I'm the anomaly of it. I
Okay,
guess.
so no, my point is like when we do these things, there's two things. Number one, I've seen girls come here, no intent on cheating, and then it's tequila, they're on stage, somebody gives them some Molly, and then they just end up doing shit. But here's the thing, ladies, you're still accountable. If you get drunk and run somebody over, that's still DUI homicide. If you get drunk and you accidentally push somebody off a balcony, that's still manslaughter. So even though you were drunk, and even though you were on Molly, because I hear women do this sometimes, they do this like, well, yeah, I cheated on him, but I was fucked up.
For real, Everclear.
I was 19.
Yeah.
That's all we get our
Dude,
hands
I
on at 19.
partied. I
like
used
brain
to party my ass off.
What I'm saying is you may be fully in love with your boyfriend, but because you were in that situation and you cheated, he's not going to give a shit. It's still a problem for him.